Hi, Sunny, and hi, everyone. Very happy to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
I had a different question, although it changed just now, as I heard Joel, I think.
Yes.
Uh, s- yeah, and when you said uh, it should be extreme and intense at the same time relaxed, that is what I'm struggling with. It's like you said, suffering is a gift, and I think I've been really, really gifted with what. And okay, so it's at the same time excited about the gift also. And extreme and intense and relaxed. This is what I am really struggling with. That is something I mean, it's like too intense for me. I'm deeply into it. I mean, that's been my actually nature, really. I have been, when I pursue something, I pursue it to the level everything is like the whole world is almost like on the background for me.
That's
It
great. I
happens
actually
like
think that that type of attitude is very beneficial. So one clarification that I will add to what I said, be absolutely intense and like this is the most important objective for you in your life now, and you approach it with that attitude. Where you have to be relaxed and free is in what you expect from it. Totally intense with practice and the embodiment of the teaching, but absolutely free of expectation of what must happen, how it must happen, free of idea of what I will get from it. That will allow you to tread this balance of extreme yet relaxed, because
so.
we only get contracted when we are practicing, but also we have ideas of what the practice must do for me here, now, later, 5 years from now. That
Yeah,
empty
so
yourself up.
I get that. I get that. My mind gets that. However, my mind pursues it. That's why I'm here. I am here because my mind is pursuing this. My devotion comes from my mind, obviously. And because I believe it will get me something which will release me of suffering, maybe, and or maybe I will be able to be at a more peaceful state, and I will be kind of in a, you know, something in me knows that this is very, 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 very important. And at the same time, if I the my motivation is that desire, right? I mean, and that desire comes from my mind. So that still being free of and relaxed is kind of paradoxical.
You let the mind want what it wants, but you don't need to buy into what the mind wants. You, as the sincere devotee of truth, of God, of self, now whatever your life appears to be from here on out, let it be so. That is the path of truth. You practice fully, you strive to embody the teaching to the best of your ability, but inwardly, as also a form of devotion to truth or God or self, you say, however life goes on from here on out, that is okay. Whatever you have planned for me, I will experience it. That is a simple way to do it.
That's a mental
Because,
attitude.
yeah, it's a mental attitude, but you'll see it become so ingrained in your being the more you embody this teaching. Like you will see that that's the only thing that it's like the only practical way to live, actually. So that devotion that you said, it's of course it's shining in the mind, but I say it's coming from beyond the mind. It's shining in the mind though, but when
Yeah, true.
it shines through in the mind, it gets refracted into the desire for peace or this or that. So the mind's desires are not genuine. So it's good that the mind desires to practice this, because even if it thinks it's going to get all these things out of it, that's fine. Keep allowing like the mind is driving this journey of self-discovery because it wants my life becomes better, I get more peace, this and that. That's fine. But inwardly, even if the mind's expectations are not met, let it be okay. That's the thing about meditation. You start to notice that, hey, the mind which is expecting and wanting, I cannot stop it and I need not stop it, but I can see what the mind wants and expects. And regardless of whether those demands are fulfilled by experience, I'm still okay. I don't need it. I don't need anything. So inwardly become more and more needless, more and more just happy to be. And that's what actually awareness of being brings you to the recognition of, to your nature as the desirelessness, desireless awareness, desireless beingness. Then mind can appear to want this or that, but don't take yourself to be that. Don't give that so much significance. So that's how we stay more lighthearted on this journey. Yeah.
Yeah, great. That sounds great. So constantly kind of reminding ourselves of the same, because
All is
expectations
well.
drop off.
All is as it is. On a mental level, you can always sort of remind yourself that all is as it needs to be, regardless of if the mind's needs are being fulfilled or not. And inwardly in your practice, of course, keep dwelling as the desireless awareness. You are not the self is not aware with a motive. The self is not aware with any desire for a particular experience. All experiences, all types of experiences appear and disappear, just like all types of objects may be placed in the space of this room. The space is not being the space with a motive as to, oh, place gold in this room and please take the garbage out. The space is equally allowing of both the gold and the garbage. It doesn't have any investment in the gold and resistance to the garbage. The space of this room is incapable, it is transcendent of the capacity for preference and resistance. Just like that, we have to start to see that that is the nature of awareness. All types of experiences appear in it, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly, the pleasant and the unpleasant. And it is the pure allowance of all those experiences, like the space is a pure allowance of all the objects in it. That is my truth at the core of my experience at all times. It's not something I'm creating, it is the fact of my experience. See that no matter what experience appears, it is known. The knowing of it is not resisting it. Even the resistance
Yeah.
to the experience is known.
Yes. Yes. I think I'm getting that slowly and slowly. And meditating. I mean, it would be relating to the question that I just asked just now. I think when I was meditating just now, and even as you were speaking to Joel, so somehow I was still continuing the meditation naturally. And so what happened in the meditation right now, while I am trying to be aware as awareness, as you say, I mean, I see the thought, not the thought, I mean, as the one experiencing the body with pain, you know, while doing this meditation. I mean, and as this is what is seen, I mean, this is the experience. I mean, obviously, this is the tangible experience which is known. And that's how I experienced it just now. And when you say don't be aware of what you are aware of, you
Not
know,
don't be aware of
be
it. Don't be so
no, sorry,
obsessed with it. Don't be so fascinated with
okay.
it.
So kind of being aware that my mind is experiencing this as a body with sensations, a thought of, I don't know, this the mind has started to make up things suddenly.
Yeah,
So kind
if you give it to the mind, it will take off with many concepts, many ideas.
yeah. Yeah. So and while I'm aware that somehow this is a body with sensations, how do I really get to? I mean, I try to be to know what is aware of this. That's how I continue to pursue.
You there still?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So firstly, I would say in moments of practice, let go of the idea body with sensations. The body is nothing other than sensation. In the field of direct experience, there's no word called body, there's no idea called body. In the field of direct experience, it's just sensations. And that alone we call the body. So see, like in the realm of direct experience is just sensation. And the
Can
sensation.
I can I
Mhm.
can I say that? Can I actually imagine that this is a thought that I'm aware of?
No, you're
Can
getting
I
too
see it that
complicated. It's getting too complicated. It's going
okay?
to it's going to take you away, you know.
All right.
Here and now, what I call the body in my direct experience is just a bundle of sensation. And the fact is, these sensations you're aware of. Is that simple? Is it not? You are aware of those sensations, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what exactly is aware of those sensations? See. Don't think about it. See what is aware of sensation. And please, everybody try to see in your experience, right? Don't think about it. Don't go to thought for it because thought will create ideas about what is aware or it will tell you stories about what is aware. I'm not interested in stories about what is aware. I want you to go to that in your direct experience. What is aware of sensation? It is a fact that sensations are something that I know. Okay, so what is this me that knows sensation? Sensation is no longer my point of like focus. Like I know that sensations are known. Now I'm interested in what knows them. So see where that question is pointing you in your direct experience. Yes, sensations are here, but even more factual than that is I am knowing the sensations that are here. What is this I that knows, that sees, that is aware of sensation?
So sometimes the sensation is, if it is intense, strong, then I go to sensation of feeling the sensation, right? That's how it is. I mean, if it gets too intense while in meditating, if the sensations are too, I mean, intense, so when I cannot concentrate on, I mean, or contemplate who is aware, then I go to sensation of sensation. Is that correct? That's the way to go.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, that is okay. But right now, when the sensations are not that intense, don't try to escape it, See, like, what knows sensation?
Yeah, yeah, I get that. And right now, also, when I start to meditate, and I'm talking to you, I don't feel as much intensity. As I start to meditate, the immediately the level goes up like anything. It goes 10 times higher immediately.
That's okay.
Mm. Yeah. So sensing the sensation at that time, I just go. If I
Yes.
can do that, that's
During
okay.
that time, if
Uh,
that's what's available to you, then just observe a sensation and try to do
And I
so.
keep switching. Is that okay? Keep
Yeah.
switching if, while the meditation is going on.
Yes, that's okay. Because again and again, you
Uh,
keep seeing, you're observing sensation without thought, without judgment, without this or that. You're observing, you're feeling the sensation. But then maybe come to your noticing that there's awareness of the sensation.
Yeah.
Now turn your gaze towards the very fact of being aware. Sensation,
Yeah.
forget about sensation. The even more closer than that is the awareness.
Yeah.
So forget about your meditation sessions. I want to be here with you right now. And let's go through this because I think it'll be beneficial for everybody. Right now, sensations are being felt. There's awareness of sensation. What here is aware of sensation? And you can just try to be. I don't want you to think about it too much. Just like try to see in your experience, and then share it, and we'll go with that. We'll keep sort of pointing into that. So right now, in this experience, what do you feel is aware? What is aware of sensation? As what are you aware of sensation?
So it's the emptiness, I think. It has just plain. I mean, it's unexplainable.
Okay. Is that emptiness something other than you? Something
No,
separate from you?
I don't feel that.
Okay. Is it something that you see or know? It is something that you are aware of as an object?
No, not at all.
Can you say that is a place from where where seeing happens? Is it that which sees?
Can be said, yeah. It can be said like that conceptually. I mean, however, I can just experience it.
Right? It's a simple
Mm.
what you say, experience it, meaning just be that. To know that, to be aware of that is the same as being that. Because if you say it's not separate from you, it's not apart from you, it's not an object that you see. Because sensation you see, therefore it's not you, it's an object you see. If you say whatever this emptiness, and again, don't be we don't need to be too attached to the word emptiness and what it entails. Just I know it's hard to describe, so let's call it emptiness.
Yeah.
If we say that emptiness is not an object, it is not something that I see, it is not something I'm aware of. In fact, that is aware of sensation. Then, if we notice that emptiness, it's the same. Being aware of that is the same as being that which is aware.
Okay.
Being aware of the emptiness, and try. I would advise to really try to feel into these words, not to think about them, but just to feel into what they might maybe pointing to. Being aware of emptiness is the same as being the emptiness that is aware. Being aware of awareness is the same as being the awareness that is aware. So that is our practice. Sensations I am aware of. When I say what is aware of sensation, it turns my gaze away from sensation towards the very knowing of it. Turns my gaze away from what I know towards the very fact that I know. Feel that. Sense that. The question, what is aware, is not a riddle to be solved at the level of the mind. Because even the mind trying to solve the riddle through words and images is also something you are aware of. What is aware of even that? This question brings you to the noticing of that which you are prior to all experiences, which appear in your seeing. And that awareness, that which you are, is not personal. It has nothing to do with Sunny or Hitesh. Because everything personal is also an experience, a changing experience you, the changeless self, are aware of. Or the changeless emptiness, awareness, whatever you want to call it, because it's not important what you call it, because it doesn't have a name,
Yes, I get that.
right? The reason this is called the direct path is because it directly points to your nature here and now, your true nature here and now, regardless of how much meditation you have done or not done. It's to experience your purity, your true self here and now, not after 5 years of practice or after your mind's idea of what enlightenment is. Forget about all that. Those are all ideas. Here and now, what is aware of experience? I'm already that which is aware. That's the simple fact of my experience. I am aware. But until we encounter this practice, we keep believing that I, person, am aware. That I, Sunny, am aware of sensation. But this is an assumption. This is a mental idea. Because it isn't, what is Sunny? It is just this bundle of sensation and thoughts. That's it. That's the person in its entirety. Sensations and thoughts. And all these thoughts project ideas about who I am, what life is, what is aware, what is not aware. I want this, I want that. I like this, I don't like this. And right now we're just living in this conceptual prison. It's a prison of ideas. And I take myself to be experiences that I am aware of. What is it that is aware? That is not an idea. It's a fact that I'm aware. And when I notice that, when I notice that awareness that I am, means when I'm aware of being aware, I am being that which I truly and always am. Because notice, when you become present, when you become aware of being aware, all ideas of, oh, I'm Sunny, my life, what I want, what I don't, all those are absent in that moment until once again, maybe they start up again. But when you are present, when you are aware, you are no longer person. You are never person, but the hypnosis of I am person dissolves in that moment. That is why we need to experience that portal of absence of concept, which we call silence, again and again. That is meditation. Meditation is the wearing off of this hypnosis, I am a person. And is done by constantly, having this curiosity. What is aware of experience?
Yes. I was actually going to ask you a question in the morning whether is the question is the meditation. Is that correct?
The curiosity, not
Yeah,
necessarily
curiosity.
yeah,
Yeah.
the curiosity, who am I?
Yes.
The
Yes.
curiosity, what is aware of experience, is the entirety of spirituality. That's it. It's the
Yes.
main
That's really
objective
convert.
of life.
Thank you for saying that because it brings a lot of clarity because I was kind of uh, coming to that myself and my insight that this curiosity is the meditation, I think, because that is where it
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely. This
Mm.
curiosity and where it is constantly pointing you towards. Because this curiosity, who am I, or what is aware, it is pointing us our gaze away from objects which change, constant sea of change, towards the eternal presence in which all these experiences appear.
Excellent.
Dissolving this hypnosis of I am this, I am that. And that's why silence is needed. Silence is the practice. Silence is the curiosity. The
Yes.
curiosity leads to silent being that which I am.
Yes. And just one last, I mean, that's what I raised my hand for actually. I went elsewhere, which was can I take breaks in the meditation because it gets too intense? Coming back to the question is like, come back to the curiosity becomes a huge challenge because the sensations gets really, really, really
I know
intense.
the pain and the sensation gets intense for you. So if you need to take breaks, that's fine. That is okay.
With It's a 20-25 minute interval. I took two breaks today.
That's okay.
One 30-second breaks and then
Yeah,
started back again.
that's okay. See whatever feels right. Go about that. As long as you're practicing consistently, you can't go wrong. For everybody else, for whom the sensations or discomfort is not too much, for you, I would suggest persevere through the discomfort. For those of you who it's like it becomes unbearable, you can take breaks. That's okay. We're not trying to torture you. We're just trying to help you become, quieter. Part of the practice is, sometimes you do have to sit through some discomfort because that can be valuable. That can be helpful. But sometimes if it's just too much, yeah, take breaks. It's okay. You don't need to torture yourself.
Yeah. So I did torture myself 2-3 times to intense of the intense. I was like struggling to
Yeah.
against it, literally. I was doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Sunny.
If you're looking for help with your practice, join Self Inquiry School. In the school, you will embark on a 10-week meditation journey in which I will guide you day by day deeper into the experiential recognition of your true nature. Throughout your journey, you will be supported through our weekly Q&As, our guided meditations, and live online retreats. Everything is included under one membership. This year, I'm running a holiday promotion until December 15th, 2024, at which you can enroll at almost 50% off. Check the link in the description box below to learn more about how the school can help you and how to access the holiday promotion.